Well, greetings, friend. Welcome to the Lee. So we have a painting that we're working on. So why don't you grab something to sip on, some artwork, and let's get started. Here is where we are with our, still, there we go. Here's our piece. And let's see, I've got to move a couple things here that are in the way that I didn't realize were going to be in the way. I forgot that I have to turn things, so I've got to untangle some cords. I'm using some interesting equipment as microphones or headphones, so they're in the way. Let's see. Oh yes, I was talking to you about the new edition we have. So, we have Daniel, we have Josephina Bear, and Ralph, who is Autumn Bear. He found a new home. So he's still nearby, but he's not here anymore. So I thought it was time to bring out the newest edition, who is Ezekiel. So say hello to Christmas. It's time to celebrate. If you're facing the rough stuff and coming through, it's time to celebrate. It is for me. So that is Ezekiel. He's a gingerbread bear. So we've got Daniel and Ezekiel back there today, and we're going to have them enjoy them there. And I'm just going to try to move myself up here a little bit, and we'll get started. Okay. Well, happy Tuesday, by the way. So I've got this paint from Target, this acrylic paint. It's from Mondo Llama. It's Gold Rush. And I'm going to use my fingers today. I saw it, and maybe it's like because of a Christmassy mood, seeing the gingerbread bear, Ezekiel there. I'm just going to use my fingers right in here. I have to remember that it's a little gloopy, so sometimes it's hard to get it on my finger. So we're just going to use the fingers. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I just want to enjoy myself. All right. I pray you have had a blessed day. And if not, I mean, it has been blessed if you're with God. If not, I pray that you have a blessed day and that your night gets better. I've had a very blessed day. It's been very hard, very much an overcoming day. But that's why Ezekiel's out and why the Christmas started. Because once you overcome, it's time to celebrate. No, I wanted to do just a few, but I don't want to lose any of this. So we're just going to put it down, see what happens. I'm really pleased with the texture that I've got on here. I'm happy about that. And now I've just got to think what color I want to move into. I've got a couple different ideas here. I love this. This is Mondo Llama as well. This one looks like it's called Cloudless Sky. It's got a satin finish to it. So kind of thinking about that. I think I want to get some brassy buckle. It's like a bronze color, and the silver on here, but I think I want the gold to dry. I don't think I want the gold to blend in. I've been looking, let me show you, at this painting up here on the wall, right there. That one, it's called Agapanthus. And I've been wanting to put this color on it. And I'm just thinking if we want to stop while we're doing this, let this dry for a few minutes and add it. I've just been looking at it and thinking that I want to add something. But I don't think I'm ready yet. So I'm trying to figure out where well, I've got my tea here, so cheers, L'chaim. I took the cup holder off. I can't reach my coffee, so. My question is, do I wait on this? And I think I do. I don't think it goes with this piece right now. We'll use it soon. So this is the Brassy Buckle by Mondo Llama color. And then we have got oh no, that's Fancy Aquamarine. Ooh, I actually like that one. It's more shimmery than that other blue was. So we did gold. Where's the here it is. This one's called New Nickel. So I'm wondering about these two on here. And I'm thinking about using this brush. Let's start. I was going to let this dry a little, but I'm going to use a brush and we'll just see what we can do here. It's okay if this piece doesn't end up being anything I want to keep. I just want to enjoy the process, and most of the time I end up liking them and keeping them, but sometimes it just was a way to get out some creativity, some emotions, just a way of expressing. And so I'm less thinking about what I want to do and just doing, like what I want to do with the final product, what I want it to be. I just need something that I don't need to think about it. Okay, I think we'll leave it like that. That was the New Nickel, and I think we're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the Brassy Buckle. I like the metalliciness, the sparkle that they have. I guess it's like a champagne color. I'm liking this color. So what we've done so far, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking about doing. So we have got just some white on there, and then I've dotted around these other 3 metallic colors. But part of me is thinking of just going through and going like that and not leaving those round pieces on there. I don't know exactly what that would do. So I'm going to clean off the brush just so that it doesn't, just to make certain it doesn't just pull in the color that's on the brush. If I go doing that, I don't know. My intention was to leave the dots, but I almost wonder if we need a different brush, like the one we used to put the white down. I know it's a little different, but it's kind of leaving the dots from my fingers on there and pulling the paint out of the center. But so I came with the brush flat and was doing that. Now I'm going to go on the edge of the brush the same direction. And I will show you what we did. And that's where we're going to leave it today because I want it to dry so I can think about where I want to go from there with it. So I'm going to stick this over here. Got our bears over there and our pumpkin. Oh, I know they're silly and childlike, but they're fun. They are fun. I've always liked teddy bears. All right. I will set these aside. Turn you to me. Put you up a little bit. All right. So we finished Nehemiah. So we're on Esther. We are on Esther chapter 1 today. Father, give us eyes to see, ears to hear, and hearts to comprehend your word. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus. This was the Ahasuerus who reigned over 127 provinces from India to Ethiopia. In those days, when King Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan, the citadel, that in the 3rd year of his reign he made a feast for all his officials and servants, the powers of Persia and Media, the nobles and the princes of the provinces being before him. When he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the splendor of his excellent majesty, for many days, 180 days in all. And when these days were completed, the king made a feast lasting 7 days for all the people who were present in Shushan, the citadel, from great to small, in the court of the garden of the king's palace. There were white and blue linen curtains fastened with cords of fine linen and purple on silver rods and marble pillars, and the couches were of gold and silver on a mosaic pavement of alabaster, turquoise, and white and black marble. And they served drinks in golden vessels, each vessel being different from the other, with royal wine in abundance, according to the generosity of the king. In accordance with the law, the drinking was not compulsory, for so the king had ordained that all the officials of his household, that they should do according to each man's pleasure. Queen Vashti also made a feast for the women in the royal palace, which belonged to King Ahasuerus. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, Abagtha,
Zethar and Carcass, 7 eunuchs who served in the presence of the king Ahasuerus, to bring Queen Vashti before the king, wearing her royal crown in order to show her beauty to the people and the officials, for she was beautiful to behold. But Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command, brought by his eunuchs. Therefore the king was furious, and his anger burned within him. Then the king said to the wise men who understood the times, for this was the king's manner toward all who knew law and justice, those closest to him being Karshina, Shethar, Admatha, Tarshish, Meres, Marsina, and Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, who had access to the king's presence and who ranked highest in the kingdom. What shall we do to Queen Vashti according to law, because she did not obey the command of King Ahasuerus, brought to her by the eunuchs? And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Queen Vashti has not only wronged the king, but also all the princes and all the people who are in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus. For the queen's behavior will become known to all women, so that they will despise their husbands in their eyes. When they report, King Ahasuerus commanded Queen Vashti to be brought in before him, but she did not come. This very day, the noble ladies of Persia and Media will say to all the king's officials that they have heard of the behavior of the queen. Thus there will be excessive contempt and wrath. If it pleases the king, let a royal decree go out from him, and let it be recorded in the laws of the Persians and the Medes, so that it will not be altered, that Vashti shall come no more before King Ahasuerus. And let the king give her royal position to another who is better than she. When the king's decree, which he will make, is proclaimed throughout all his empire, for it is great, all wives will honor their husbands, both great and small. And the reply pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Memucan. Then he sent letters to all the king's provinces, to each province in its own script, and to every people in their own language, that each man should be master in his own house and speak in the language of his own people. Well, this is a royal setup, wouldn't you say? God works in mysterious ways. He takes things that are unfair and he works wonders. Even my life today, that is happening. I'm so grateful for God's faithfulness. Well, friend, I think we're going to leave it this short today. Thank you for stopping by the Lee. I pray you have a blessed day, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.